Hello. Hello. All right, so welcome back to the PhoenixUK show. We've now swapped out all the original people from the show earlier, and we've now got Zambrella on the left-hand side of me. We've got Mr. Kenwin on the right-hand side of me, and on the far right, we've got a certain celebrity in the DOTA2 scene. He's called Dread Knight. I'm sure there's no real introductions I could come out with there for Dread Knight. There is microphones here if you want these, you know.
Wagwan.
Way. And yeah, you
am I good?
Yeah. So Zambrella, you're casting this weekend for us at epicLAN. How are you feeling going into this weekend?
Well, I'm pretty excited, and I think after talking to some people, I mean, I'm fairly new to the UK scene. Like, I've probably been casting the UK scene specifically for about 6 months now. So some of the players I'm a bit new with, about the teams, but in this case, I think the consensus is it's kind of shuffled up a bit, and it could be very interesting. There are a couple of teams maybe should be at the top, but no one's 100% sure.
Yeah, because considering Dota 2 only has 6 teams this event, there is potential for an upset here at this event, isn't there, Jacob?
I mean, there is potential for an upset, but the winners of the last LAN, Team Anime, as I fondly refer to them, but mainly it is 4 members of the great team Xenix, the premier UK Dota team, plus one. I'm not going to talk about +1 because he's a mess. But there is +1 there. But the majority of Team Xenix are here, and I think that they will take this LAN. They won the last LAN with two dead weights, honestly. So
2 dead weights.
With 2 dead weights.
Wow.
I'm completely honest. And with only 1 dead weight this LAN, I think that they'll only be at an advantage. They know what's going on. They are all high MMR players. And I don't think that you do them any credit by discrediting their personal ability. They're all fantastic Dota 2 players.
What's the team name?
Their name,
can you remember?
Officially, I believe, is we're taking this LAN and there will be no survivors.
Is it like too biggie for you?
No, I believe they changed it.
It's actually
crashing this LAN.
Oh, okay, that's fair, dude.
It's crashing this LAN with no survivors.
I apologise. I used the wrong lexicon.
Wow, you're a terrible admin, actually.
Yeah.
How did you even go to Germany, dude? Come on.
Wow.
I blame personal bias.
That's fair. You told Eternal Envy he's an idiot, so that's big in the game, dude.
Reminder to Eternal Envy. Goes to the right booth.
Go to the correct booth, please, Eternal Autism. Thank you very much.
You Canadian fuck.
Wow, a bit of Dota 2 banter there. And Joe is looking a bit aggrieved by that sort of flame there. That is casual Jacob flame.
Hello. I never flamed Josho. I love Josho like I've never loved another woman. Come here. Talk to me, Josho. Let's come here. Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing. Hope.
What's going on? What's up?
What's up?
Why am I here?
2 mics at a time.
I don't know. Sure. Why have you got 2 mics in front of you?
Dual Joe show. I don't know. Looking for structure.
Looking for structure now, are you? Dirty. Way.
That was a sex joke.
Way. Just for those people who don't know, obviously. So anyway, we've got Jacob here. He's our admin at this tournament. I'm out. Are you actually out, Joe? See ya, mate. Bye. Okay, all right.
Oh, come on.
Bye, Joe.
You can't decline.
Can't decline the high fives.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
high
yes.
Okay, please ask you.
So, Jacob, you're the admin here. Who are you going to root for this tournament? Well, technically, you should
you shouldn't be rooting
for
for
anyone.
anyone.
For anyone.
As I say, Mr. Gumpster, I don't root for anyone. But professionally, I believe that the team that won last LAN, Team Anime.
That's not what he said. He said root for, not who do you think's going to win. Who do you root for?
Okay, right. Let me restructure. I believe that Anime won the LAN, but at the same time, I ideally wish that Dread Knight's team won the LAN.
Is that only because Dread Knight's sitting next to you and you just want to say that? Cause
I wish that because Dread Knight's team are well in tune with the banter. They're well in tune with the buying me pints. They're well in tune with being true members of the UK LAN experience. And as much as I respect the members of Perilous Ruin and the members of Anime Degenerates, or whatever they call themselves this LAN,
yeah,
I'm going to prefer Dread Knight's team to win this LAN because, selfish reasons, they might buy me a pint later.
Wait!
He's not wrong.
It's not.
I'm never wrong, Dread Knight.
apart from whenever you make admin decisions.
Hello.
Yeah, changing your best.
Would you like to have a rap battle?
Oh
No.
God, here we go.
No,
Neither. No, please,
No.
let's not.
that is a terrible idea.
It is a very terrible
We'll
idea.
embarrass ourselves.
You would.
Yeah, that's not.
For all
dude,
of
come
those
on.
5 viewers that are probably watching right now.
Kill yourself, Gumpster.
Wait.
Oof.
I didn't really want that, but you got to go there.
You deserved it, let's be honest.
I didn't say anything nasty to you earlier. Don't know what you're talking about.
Ah,
Right,
regardless.
are we talking about Dota then?
We are talking about
Let's
Dota.
talk about
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Because
Dota.
otherwise Jacob will go off on one.
Hello.
So Dread Knight, what are your opinions on this tournament this time round? Because only 6 teams, it's a very difficult field really for predictions. Because
It's not difficult for predictions.
is it not?
No.
Well, are you going to say that your team's going to win, or
No, I
you,
don't think we're
you
going to
don't think you're going to win?
I think it's going to be the Zenix plus Spacker.
Yeah.
Also
first.
known as anime degenerates.
Yeah, whatever that is. I think we're going to come second. I think Dupe's going to come third, Perilous fourth, and then Antop fifth, Dowders sixth.
Reinfifthments.
That's pretty bold. Pretty
think
bold.
No,
Wow.
he's not bold. He is giving the
The
opinion that everybody who follows UK Dota should have. Not that there are any people who follow UK Dota. I'm not saying that his opinion is the correct. I mean, actually, I'm saying it. His opinion is the correct one. Like, literally, the team that won the last LAN should win this LAN. And then the
But
rest.
there has been 3 months in between, so surely there should be some.
He's changed his roster, as has,
Everyone.
You've changed your roster, right? And Super's changed the roster that is the Team Anime. Indeed, Super's changed the roster by adding a member of Team Zenix, the finest UK team. You will give me the head of dread.
Oh yeah, totally.
The best team of inclusive UK players. He had 3 members of that team at the past LAN. He's added a 4th. Super's only strengthened the team that won October LAN, and I have, as an admin, I'm happily seeding Super's team as the first place seed, and yeah, they have 4 members who conceivably won a LAN, and Soup, who's a retard, but we'll ignore him.
You know, I actually think Perilous have a good shot this game.
I
Not that
think,
I really know much about them, but I just think the fact that they've been stuck as a team together for a good
Sure, you watched
few
it, right?
months.
Perilous
Yeah.
will absolutely stomp their first 1 or 2 games. They will demolish them.
I think
Watch.
All
They're
right.
gonna draft their strats, and they're gonna play them really well, and then gonna demolish the first 2 teams they come against.
given that we
And
have
then everyone's gonna know what they play, and they're gonna lose.
given they have a best of
Bold
one group
statement.
stage, I think Perilous will do incredibly. I think Perilous will. I mean, they're a lock for the top 4 of this bracket. For those of you who don't know, listening, we will be taking the top 4 from our bracket into a direct knockout stage, and the bottom 2 into the second bracket of a double elimination tournament. And I think that Perilous Ruin are a lock for the top bracket. The real question here is how far they can take their strategies, which have been referred to as memes. Like, straight up, UK Dota thinks they have one strategy. The strategy revolves around Huskar and Dazzle.
It's a
Anti-mage.
playstyle though. It's not
Like-
a strategy. It's a playstyle.
Yeah, I don't want to flame them. That is not the
Don't want to flame them. God. Yeah, carry on.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's not the intent of this statement. But the criticism of Perilous Ruin is that they are one-dimensional, and the group stage for this line is a chance for them to prove that they are not, because everyone here, as opposed to their online streams, everyone here knows what they would like to run. And tomorrow we will see if their ability, their desire to run this strategy will be accepted by the 5 other teams here at this LAN.
Okay, that sounds like a good point. I must admit, I am actually quite excited to see how Perilous Ruin do. Not for my own interests, of course, because I'm Perilous Ruin's kind of not their manager, because that's Brian's role. I am sort of the overall manager of Perilous. so-
Really? I didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
No. I
well,
feel like I should have known that.
you should have known that, because I do call myself Perry Gumpster on Twitter,
That's true, yeah.
and you do follow me. So
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So
And
you
I never
obviously
clicked,
not got
actually.
that memo.
It never clicked.
No, it's because it's too long. If I do Perilous Gumpster, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's too much.
But yeah, so I'll be interested to see how Perilous Ruin actually do this weekend, and if they are got a one-dimensional playstyle that so many people seem to think.
I don't want to say that they have one-dimensional playstyle. Like, taking words out of my mouth. I was not just.
I'm not saying that at all. I was just saying.
You literally are. Please don't tell lies. It is true that their primary playstyle at every event that we've had thus far at AJX, they played a one-dimensional playstyle. They focused on what they were good at. That's acceptable. We'd like to see at this event all they can do beyond that, because they will not have the chance to play the same lineup all event, playing against 5 different teams, 5 teams who are definitely clued in to the to what's going to be played.
The thing as well, it's not even about experience and skill. It's about every single team in this LAN has a captain that's been around for a very long time.
Indeed, yeah.
You have like I'm obviously with my team. You've got Antab and Liam, who've been around for yonks. You've got the entirety of Xenex on one team, right?
Hey.
You've got
Dupes.
Dupes has been around for a long time. They've seen all this stuff.
Nepali.
Right? Yeah, they've already seen all this stuff. Right? This isn't like scrims or best of ones all throughout the bracket that you can just beat these players with these strats that they've seen 1,000 times before. Because this has been in the meta before, and they've come to LAN before with these strats.
It is the issue for Perilous Ruin, right? It is their first LAN as a true team. Like, they were EGX, admittedly, but they were not this lineup, and this is their chance to play cohesively, to accept how UK Dota. I don't want to focus on UK Dota individually, because it's wrong. Like, UK Dota fits in to a wider.
No, but it's like an instance here. It's literally UK Dota here, so it's fair to focus on good. Like, the thing as well is they actually play a strat that destroys most UK Dota teams.
It's true.
They totally anti-strat every single UK Dota team. It's ridiculous.
Their super aggressive style is something that most UK Dota can't deal with, right? Most UK Dota are much happier
doing
farming.
Nothing.
Exactly, farming.
you look at every single support player at this LAN, right? I'd be surprised if they wanted to leave that lane.
I mean, the fact is that I, as an admin, would probably be a better support player on this meta than 7 or 8 of the support players at this LAN. Like, I'm not trying to flame the guys who are playing support at this LAN. They're all incredibly talented.
It's about a mindset, though, right?
It's
about
true.
A mindset. It's about a mindset. This patch where all that seems to happen is people run at each other in a fight, right?
Exactly.
UK Dota has never been about that.
No.
In the entire 3 odd years I've been here, I've only seen a handful of teams that have done that, and Dupes is one of them.
Yeah, I think Senses Gaming, as they're known this LAN, have a real chance to cause few upsets, to surprise people. They have a team full of mechanically sufficient players, mechanically excellent players in some cases, like Nepali Jesus and Callum, BW197. They are excellent players of the game. They were both happily over the 6K marker, right? The marker that I would describe as very, very high matchmaking at this point. The marker that I would describe as professional. But at the same time,
Jacob was taking a breather.
Shut up, Gumpster. Individual ability does not increment ability to play competitive Dota.
Well, it's also about having a captain as well, right? I'm not sure how that new census team will actually meld together, because I know for a fact that every single choke iteration has had an issue with leadership.
Yeah.
Day, Dupes, they've all had issues with leadership properly. And I know Jesus is actually an incredible player, and he has an incredible head about Dota to him, but I've heard he's very quiet, and that, whilst he is a very, very good player, it doesn't actually help to lead his team, right?
Speaking of leadership, I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Alex Vandeno, who was known as Sub-Zero on the Dota scene for a while. Alex has not been heard of for a few days. He was last seen in Bremen on early this month. If anybody listening has friends in Bremen, has friends who speak German, can they please contact me? I'm the Kenwin on, I believe I'm on this chat channel. I hope I am. I set it up before I came here. If not, I'm the Kenwin on Steam. Please add me. We have not heard from Alex for a few days, and we are concerned for his well-being.
Are you actually... Right. Is that...
I'm not joking.
I'm not sure how you've got into that, but that's
fair.
No.
Well, wow.
Okay, I would not joke. Alex is a friend of mine.
It is true, right? But
Yeah, he's been a friend of mine for a few years, and I would like if anybody can help. I don't expect anyone to help. If anybody can help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Please, Stred, continue with your discussion of the UK scene.
yeah, okay, that's fair. That was
pretty
a bit
deep.
of a
I
discussion.
apologize.
That was quite deep.
Yeah, it was,
I was
not what
moved
I was
a little
expecting, really.
yeah.
But, as I was saying, all I
Jesus.
have an issue with it's not an individual skill thing. Senses just need leadership. They've had such leadership issues in the past where I feel as if, like, they play these like very 5-man strats, but they never seem to be a really cohesive team.
Aye.
They're a team of really individually skilled players. I mean, look at that matchmaking rating, right? Say whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
If you have a high matchmaking rate, you have a high individual skill for something, right?
Aye.
They're all very high matchmaking rating. They're all very highly skilled individuals.
So
But when it comes to leadership, they always seem like they're always slightly disjointed, and they can always be picked off or something goes wrong
using
in the
that
draft.
logic, how do you compare the team, which we have called reinfithments, which have called themselves reinforcements?
I'm pretty sure they're called Inferno plus 4 this land, aren't they?
Yeah.
It deserves to be called that,
right?
but
I mean, the problem with reinforcement is that they just don't play Dota, dude. I mean, it's just a
And
thing,
it's an
right?
issue, right?
I mean,
That's a
I'm
pretty big
I'm
issue.
not being funny, right? Antab's a fucking god at Dota when he plays Dota, but he's such an ass. The guy just doesn't play Dota.
the Antab,
Look.
I've
known
doesn't play
Antab for
pubs
like
meme.
I've known Antab for like the majority of my adult life, right? I've known him for a good 10 years. The guy just doesn't play Dota when he's supposed to play Dota, and it's such an issue, right? And
Just not wrong.
you have
Can you explain what you mean?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
I don't
like,
understand. Antab does not launch Dota and play the game.
Is that all
Right.
it
Oh,
is?
that's literally what you mean.
Yeah.
When
Antab
you
does
say-
not
okay,
launch Dota
okay,
and play the
okay,
game.
okay.
Antab has probably played like 10 times in the past 2 months to practice for this land.
Antab loves Dota 2, right? But Antab loves Dota 2 on his own terms. He loves LAN experience Dota 2, but he doesn't want to play for hours and hours pub queue. Antab doesn't pub.
Antab doesn't pub.
Antab does not pub. That is an established factor of UK Dota. It has been for years. It has been
Right. Okay.
since before I stopped playing, started being a referee. Like, I
Got a bit
mean,
professional there with the terminology.
sorry, would you rather I said I was an admin? Does
Well,
that make you
I don't
happier?
mind. Yeah.
Oh, would it? Right.
You know, the rest of the refinements. This is the thing. Like the rest of the refinements, I actually think the issue with them is I think they'd all do really well in a successful team.
I
All
mean-
of them would do really, really well
I
in
mean,
a successful team.
no offense, Fred, but of course you think that because most of them are played on a team with you.
I do want to say that, but really, they should actually just be called Dread's Rejects.
Like literally, I mean,
They actually should be.
with the exception of Zach, with Logarithmic, all of them are played on a team with you competitively at LAN.
Well, this is
So,
the
so,
thing,
so, so, if you think that they have the ability to be top tier competitive players, why did you kick them from your team? Why? What do you think they were appropriate?
Does Dread Knight actually have a
God.
team?
Dread Knight does not have a team right
There you
now.
go, you see?
Dread Knight, this land for me is about improving. Again.
Okay, so regardless of what this particular
well,
LAN is,
what-
Dread Knight is here with a different team to the reinfithments. That's
Yeah,
what we're
so
talking about here.
you said why did I drop them? A lot of it has to do with attitude with the players, right?
Yeah, I understand that.
A lot of reinfithments or reinfinements, Inferno plus 4, have big attitude problems when it comes to Dota, and you'll see it as they're a team of people who could do really well, right? But they don't care enough to do really well. That's genuinely how I feel.
So, I mean,
Is that not
I
kind of a statement of pretty much the UK
no,
scene?
No,
Gum,
because
can
you
you
look at Xenix, right? You look at Rhymestack.
Yeah.
You look at just because they're not willing to put the effort in as a team doesn't mean they're not good Dota players,
Okay.
right?
Like-
Reinfinements have the ability to be
Gum,
good
no
Dota
offense.
players, but they're
So-
just lazy.
in that statement, you're including the players who play with you consistently before. You're including Antab. Are you including Antab in that statement?
Antab's a lazy shitbag. I wish Antab was not lazy.
You're including Infernocoy.
Yeah, mate. Inferno has practiced for this land by playing Football Manager.
I mean, plus one.
I'm not joking.
You're including Guy. You're including Log Reaper.
Guy, I'd actually like to play with Guy again.
Would you?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the point, right? You're talking about people who are motivated to put in a lot of effort because, no offense to people who play other games, but Dota 2 requires a huge amount of work to be competitively sufficient. I know it. I played it competitively, and I know that my competitive proficiency was shit compared to what this current scene is. This patch is kill yourself. This this competitive patch.
Antab, we're flaming you.
No, we're talking.
Oh, you fucking bollocks, mate. I've won more lands on core than you, Gronners.
Hey.
This patch.
Wow.
Look, man.
That burns.
Look, man. We don't talk about that. That's unfair.
I know, you are a man of honor.
What happens in Ireland stays in Ireland, right?
Yeah.
Look,
Kill
man,
yourself.
the reason that happened was my entire team tilted and I wanted to kill myself.
I mean, that's you most lands, let's be honest, Red.
No. I want to kill myself after I lose. I want to kill myself in the game. Oh my god, that was such a bad land.
Okay.
Literally, right? Antab left, right? And we put Element mid.
Dread, let's focus.
And Element decided that he...
Dread, I don't want you to blame Element here, because that's
I
not
love
what
Element, right? He's
I-
a great guy.
I love Element too, but that's not why we're here. We're talking about
Dota here.
We're talking about what makes the Dota scene wrong. And we don't want to talk about Element who would, 9 times out of 10, side with the European team. Because, let's be honest.
I could have won a game at Ireland, in the finals. I actually could have won a game on Anti-Mage, and I fucked it up.
I'm sure you could.
Oh my god, it tilted me so hard. It was so bad.
Did you?
I hope Gronners isn't here to looking at me, because he's going to flame the shit out of me.
You
at
see,
some
the
point.
issue is that nobody here cares about Ireland.
That's good, right? Because I could literally have won the entire land for my
Could
team
you?
on my
On
own.
your own?
Yeah, on
As
my own.
position 4 support?
No. If you look back at the games, right, I could literally have won the entire game for my team.
Could you?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it was bad.
Alright.
It was bad.
That's pretty.
But I'm too
pretty
shit.
hilarious.
I'm too shit.
You're very shit.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
all
too
right.
shit
And this
to-
is supposedly the best UK player.
Kill yourself.
What?
Gumpster.
Who the fuck thinks
You
that?
are a retard.
You have lagged if you
If
think
you-
that.
like,
Someone has
seriously.
lagged. Seriously.
Let's do
Anyone
the
thinks I'm good
let's
at
do the
Dota.
UK rankings. Let's do it.
No.
Go on then.
No, let's do it.
Go on then.
That's a terrible idea.
I mean, let's be honest. The UK solo MMR rankings. Kill
why?
yourself.
This is an awful idea.
Let's just prove Gumpster wrong. I want to prove Gumpster wrong.
How are you
Is this
proving me
only
wrong?
for me?
Because he thinks you're the best player in the UK. Do you want to let that
Not really. No, that's a lag.
you don't want you don't have to let that
That's
reside
a lag.
as a policy.
Beeser is the best UK
Exactly,
player.
Beatrice is the best. And let's talk about Ichigo and Watson's
No,
and
they're
people
not
like
in top 5.
Meep.
Yeah,
Suitable.
Meep. I haven't seen Meep play right. I heard Meep's good, but I don't know. I haven't actually seen him. No, I haven't seen him play. He's
Remind
supposed
me
to be really good, right?
that
but I don't
Meep,
actually know.
Meep achieved 7k MMR
yeah,
solo. I mean,
7K.
I
But you look
totally
at- no, no,
I
but
totally
you look at-
appreciate
but
that
you look
MMR
at-
is different.
No, but you
but-
look at Rhyme, and you look at Risa. You know who Risa is? BLR.
Aye, yes.
That
Of course I
man
know
is
BLR
really
is.
fucking good at Dota.
I mean, yeah.
And shit like that. I haven't seen Meep play. I assume Meep's really good at Dota now, right? But I haven't seen him play.
Meep is a solid Dota player.
Yeah, I assume he's ridiculously sick at Dota now.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen him play, so I can't comment.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's true. I think the problem with Dota 2 in the UK, the problem with Dota 2 in the world, is that people put too much value on individual player ratings. Dota 2 is a team game. Dota 2 has been a team game since the dawn of fucking time. Dota has been a team game since the dawn of time. To be good at Dota 2 is to be in touch with your team, to be...
Well, the issue with the UK team in general is just new teams don't form, right? New teams aren't forming.
Before we go on to that point, I just wanted to say that there's quite a lot of teams in the Join Dota leagues, and I noticed this the other day when we were going through Dota 2 as a scene, and we were looking at the fact that there's about 40, 50 different teams there. So why is there such a big participation rate in Join Dota League?
So, Join Dota League is easy. Join Dota League provides a consistent environment for people to play as a team for UK players, and it's great, right? And we need to emulate that somewhere else, right? So ESL, right? You look recently at the ESL tournaments, right?
Yep.
Whoever manages that, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're a fucking retard. You can't shit on the little teams, and they didn't care, right? That format was terrible for UK Dota teams that weren't top tier. That format was, if you weren't very good at Dota, you got to play 1 game, 2 games max, and that's not how you run tournaments, right?
Dread, Kieran, are you talking about the qualifiers for the Frankfurt Major?
No. I'm talking about the ESL monthly series.
Okay, right. Yeah.
ESL monthly series run by Peter Mayer and that lot.
What, ESL UK?
ESL UK.
It's not Peter Mayer. Oh,
Okay,
you've been
but
slide.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's run by the ESL head office.
The issue is, right, to get those people to translate into our scene and to get them coming to LANs, we need to provide because Join Dota has that audience, right? So Join Dota launches a tournament, and every scrub and their like mate says, "Oh, let's just play for shits and giggles," right? And then they realize that 5-man Dota is really fun, and then they start playing more and more. And it's good shit. You need to transition, right? The way we should be able to do it is we need to provide an environment where worse UK Dota teams can play against worse UK Dota teams, and they don't get to feel like shit, and they don't just get completely stomped, because it's whatever, right? If you have a real desire to improve, getting stomped is the best way humanly possible of improving. But all of these people don't have the drive. You need to build up to that, right? And I'm going to plug here, but that's what my new website is trying to do, right? We're rebranding UKDota.net. We're going to try and produce a league wherein some leagues are going to be produced where UK Dota teams can hopefully flourish here and play teams to their skill level and get to know people. And the reason epicLAN's popular right now is just because of the community, right?
Yeah.
Everyone agrees with this. The reason epicLAN is popular is because of the community. And the reason why epicLAN and when ESL came got like, what, 13 teams or something, right?
Yeah,
13 Dota 2
like
teams?
Yeah.
Is because at that time, there were structures in place that were conducive to raising people from the bottom up to a level where they could compete and reliably give good games against the top teams, right? You looked at that epicLAN, Epic 12?
Yeah, it was
Epic
Epic
12?
12 with ESL.
13?
Aye.
The Epic 13 with ESL. You looked
It was
like
Epic 12.
No, Epic 12? I thought it was 12.
It was-
Whatever.
It was 12.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The ESL epicLAN, the one they sponsored. There weren't that many stomps, full stop. There were a few stomps, right, where for mixes that came on the day and then went to Nando's. That's inevitable, right? But every single team that came to LAN put up decent games against every single other team. Even the team with the god Bisa, who taught Eternal Envy how to carry, right? And it's because of stuff like IHL that was in place before that allowed all of these players to rise up. There's reasons why IHL doesn't work that I don't really want to get into now. But I think if we can produce a league that encourages everyone who isn't at this LAN right now and who isn't looking to get top 3 at iSeries to play Dota as a team and to get involved, because we're a fun community, right? A lot of us are kind of assholes, right?
So
but we're fun, right? We're a lot of fun.
So
and
Kieran,
when people tap into that, they'll start coming to LANs and we'll start getting those 40, 50 team attendances in these
Kieran.
online tournaments.
like, straight up, I don't get it. Like, iSeries has a qualifying tournament this LAN. I would recommend everybody who is interested in the UK or worldwide who wants to come to this event in April to sign up, March even to sign up. But at the same time, you can't just say UK data is okay
UK data.
because
Data.
How I said it's okay.
you said you should come to UK data because UK data is good. Why is UK data good?
Josh, will you get my wings?
I think we have proof of that
Will you get my wings?
in terms of community. Everyone is
can you
playing
get my
poker over there.
If not, don't bother.
Like,
I have
what
wings.
I mean,
look, what are
everyone
the
i-
CSGO guys
okay,
doing
come
at the
on.
moment?
When you say everyone is
They're all
playing
practicing.
poker, like,
Well, they're,
I mean-
actually, they're probably at Nando's.
Doug, I'm not disagreeing.
What were you saying to me, Jake?
I'm currently arguing with two people.
Alright,
Can I
buddy,
finish
go,
with Doug?
go, buddy.
Doug, I'm not saying that like people want to play poker together.
That's on
Distraction by
stream.
food.
I've known that UK Dota,
No,
UK
right, thank you.
UK poker has been a thing for years. What I'm asking is, particularly directed to Tread, why should UK Dota come to a LAN like this? Like UK Dota can have wings, can play Dota together. Kill yourself. UK Dota can have wings, can talk together. Before this, they have done years before. For I mean, it might be what
Get
I
to the point, Cameron.
what
come
I
on.
have said. My point is, why should UK Dota come to this event?
Look,
Why?
man, look,
Well,
you
like,
look at
why shouldn't they play online together?
right
As
because
they have done for years.
look. Like, you're gonna look at Ireland's attendance, right? You're gonna look at England's attendance, and no offense, it's going to it's gonna trounce epicLAN's attendance this LAN. It's gonna absolutely trounce it. They're gonna get 15, 20 teams,
Yeah.
right? And do you know why? Because they think everybody going has the same sense of camaraderie that they do. They want to meet people who play Dota, and they want to have fun, right? But these Insomnia isn't so bad, but like a lot of these tournaments are so elite, right? That people don't even want to bother. Like, what's the point if we enter first round and get stomped by Zenex?
Basically,
what's the point?
It's a bit like how Counter-Strike used to be here at epicLAN before we got this massive attendance this time. It's the fact that teams that are in the lower end of the scene see it as a bit too good for them, and they don't want to come because they're in fear of being stomped. Is that basically what it is?
Yeah,
like in Dota
I think that's the case, and I think the way we remedy it is we need to do something for those lower teams, right? I have a few league ideas, and I think it'll help, hopefully, but we'll see about that. I'm not God.
So the issue,
I know someone
I
you
can't
should
just
get.
do things.
I know
The
someone you should
issue
get in contact
with league ideas is that, I mean, let's use football as a metaphor.
Yeah,
So,
okay. Football's a metaphor. Yeah.
if we use football as a metaphor, we have iSeries as the very top tier of football and competition. You have it as the Premier League, and then you include epicLAN as the league trophy. Why should the league trophy of epicLAN be included with the FA Cup of iSeries?
I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
I
so
have literally
let's
below
break-
zero
let-
clue what you're talking
let's
about.
break
right
it
now.
down.
You
like-
are an absolute mess.
You're
Hello?
a complete mess.
Don't
Can we substitute like Kenwin for Josh?
Please don't flame me. If you don't understand the metaphors that I'm making,
No,
like,
no.
I accept that.
It's an agreeable one, but I
No.
wouldn't
I just
say
have no idea what he's talking about. Full stop.
Okay, yeah. So Trey doesn't understand the metaphors I'm making. I'm talking about. So you have the FA Cup, right? The FA Cup is a competition open to all football teams in the United Kingdom. Okay, they compete. You're talking about like the Northern Counties Cup, the cup for people in.
They are.
That's why I'm fucking
So
explaining
bad, I
it.
swear down.
Can you let me finish my fucking metaphor?
Yeah, man, I want to win.
Carry on with what you were trying
No,
to explain.
I'm letting Josh deal out the wins
Go on.
because I sort of want a wing and
Kenwin,
You're not getting a wing now.
Focus.
okay.
Focus.
Make your point. Are you saying why is epicLAN not accessible?
No, I'm not saying that.
You saying why?
I'm
why,
saying-
why would people come to this land? If
No,
they come?
no. I'm not saying that at all. I'm
Okay.
saying that people are comparing epicLAN.
Don't know. I don't know because I haven't
I'm
got it up.
comparing epicLAN to people who assume that they
Probably
are
about five.
entitled to national TV viewership on Twitch TV. They think that they are the big deal, regardless of the esport, regardless of what game they are playing. They think that they are the best at what they're doing in this country,
Oh shit!
and that is
Got
not right.
22 viewers.
Okay?
It's not
Like-
bad.
Right.
Not bad.
They are wrong.
Oh God.
It's like
Oh dear.
thinking that
Okay.
the people who are talking about this, they are saying, we are here for an epicLAN event, but also we deserve to be included in the discussion about professional UK esports. We deserve to be at the top tier. They don't deserve it, right?
No, but they deserve the thing that they deserve, right? Isn't what they expect, but they deserve some sort of exposure and recognition, right, Mute? Like
Show some
you need
respect.
to have some sort of exposure for those teams, because what's the point if you literally? I want to use the ESL as that, right? How many times in that tournament, in that that ESL monthly tournament? ESL. How many times did you stomp
Go for UK
a random team you've never heard of every single time, right? First round.
Every single time, first round. Every single time. Maybe second round if there was a lot of teams that signed up. But
So what do you think? What do you think was the benefit for those teams joining that tournament?
fuck all. Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Exactly. That's the issue, right?
When you turn up and you get stomped, you don't gain anything.
You do.
You don't. No,
You
you
do.
don't.
No, you don't.
Technically,
You
do.
learn to be humble, right?
No, but bollocks, because
No,
because
'cause you don't.
people aren't interested in that, right? You can't
Pride
just
is-
say that every single person has the drive to get stomped and come back day in, day out
No,
and get stomped again and again
I,
and again.
I never said that. Did I say that?
You know, but you said they get something out of it, right? But not everyone gets something out of it. That's my point, right? If that's not something you appreciate because that's not the drive you have, then you don't get anything out of it.
I never said that everybody did. I said
Didn't he just say everyone did?
I said that people should stay humble, and I said that the people should believe that the only way they get better is by losing. And I mean, when I played competitively years ago,
Meep said there's a difference between losing and getting stomped.
There is a difference between losing and getting stomped. But how can you tell the difference until you lose properly? Till you lose properly, not till you lose in a fucking shit show.
This is the thing, right? We're not talking about this, right? You're right in the people gain stuff by getting losing, but you're not trying to improve everyone. You're trying to gain interest in the scene. You're trying to create an enjoyable environment for everyone to be involved in, right? And
of course I am.
Enjoyable isn't getting stomped by Xenex first round every single tournament, every single
I
week.
mean,
What's the point?
what is the point? Because Xenex don't attend every tournament. They attend half the tournaments at best of what we put on. You're talking. You're not using a relevant metaphor. Of course. I mean, losing to the best teams in the bracket.
A metaphor. I'm using a literal example.
Okay, all right. Losing a literal example, it doesn't matter because you are going to
definitely degraded right now.
You are going to lose. Shut up, Gumpster. You are going to lose, right?
Agreed.
We are. Everyone's going to lose. No, you're not. Maybe personally, as a world,
I should have something. Like, okay.
As a high class team, you would expect not to lose, but everybody expects to lose. If you come to an event expecting not to lose, you are delusional. And if anybody, like, how can you expect to come to an event, any event, and not
so
to
what
lose?
you're promoting is if you don't want to lose, don't come to LAN.
If you don't want to lose, exactly.
That's exactly what it is. No, but you
Well,
can't
I mean,
do that,
why
right?
is that
So
wrong?
Hang on. Gumpster, how many CSUK teams have you got here?
We've got 28 or 29 teams.
How many of those are going to lose LAN, boys?
A lot.
Like, exactly.
How many teams do you have reoccurring that are in the top 4 every time?
Probably about 4.
4. How did you get the other 24 teams to turn up? You know, what was the incentive? Because that's what UK DOTA needs right now. It needs people that turn up and just have fun. I mean, winning's fun, right? Winning's always fun.
I think
you want to
a
have
lot
good
of
games, right?
A lot of the reason why CS:GO here is quite massive is the fact that there's been something in our scene where it's called JGL, and it's a very sort of what would Dredd call it, what he would be trying to do with UK Dota is it's a sort of noob-friendly kind of league. That's basically what it is. It's kind of cups each week on a Friday night. About 32 teams will turn up and they'll play against relevant skilled teams. And we've had that in our scene where it's sort of grown over the last couple of months. That and the fact that UK CS:GO has been around for a little while now. We've had something sort of dedicated to sort of coverage in the scene, which is something UK Dota hasn't.
I don't accept that you say UK Dota has not been around for a while. UK Dota has.
I'm sure that's an irrelevant tangent point.
But the point is the UK Dota.net hasn't been what I would say is dedicated coverage, and as you said, it's been dead.
I don't disagree with it, but why are you saying sweet?
Look, dude, because I'm sure you're just arguing an irrelevant point, and what Gumpster's saying is completely correct.
It's because epicLAN has gained that coverage. We've now got a broad reach through UK CS:GO. You know, those 28 teams that are coming to LAN, they weren't coming to LAN a few months ago, and that's because UK CS:GO has got a lot of reach.
This is the thing, right? Do you know what people value? Being on stream.
Yeah.
If a random team's on stream and they're having fun, right?
Yeah.
That's way more fun. If me and Mute are on a team together, right, and we're stomping some 2K idiots, right, and they're on stream getting casted by Pyrian Flax.
They don't mind. They're being casted by Pyrian Flax, right? That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's what I did
and then an article's getting written about them, right? Who cares? They're having fun. They're being involved, right? Right now, it's very much an elite scene where people are just being excluded, and that's the issue in general, right? Everyone below the very top is being excluded, and we need to stop that.
They are being excluded.
Yes.
Why
No, they are being excluded. I disagree. They are being excluded.
Why do they think that?
Mike me.
Go on, you go.
You casted the Bling Dota stuff, right?
Yeah.
Umbrella? Yeah. So who was the people that ran that?
It was literally so it's this one guy called Suraj, right? He absolute legend. He out of the blue wanted to build the trench up. You know, these actually at this tournament had people from like 1K to 5K playing, and the thing is, so he just wanted to have these scrub teams play, have some fun, have this tournament. I think he didn't know how much hard work it would be.
It's a lot of work.
All to him. He actually did it,
There are a lot of players
and it was really
Yeah,
good.
voiced with a lot of players.
And so how many? I think we had 11, 12 teams in the end.
11, 12. Exactly,
12.
right?
So
how many of those 11, 12 teams would be interested in coming to this LAN? Because
one,
the only team that I'd heard was of Perilous, right? And that's their second team, right?
Yeah, Paris Rays.
I'd never heard of those players. I'd never heard of those teams.
Yeah,
they come in,
they're like 4K,
but
if that.
But they need to.
But
Yeah,
there are teams.
we need-
Why is
that
LR an issue,
4K,
right?
But
It's
there
a
are
way of
teams
grouping
there that are
people.
probably like rank 5
Exactly.
and they're playing CS:GO, right? 'Cause it's
Silver
fun.
2.
Silver 2, yeah. Man,
Exactly.
whatever,
Yeah.
I don't
The
really care.
equivalent.
You've got to build up something that makes
Gold
them
Mode
want to
there.
come to LAN.
Whatever you.
Yeah.
prefer.
So I think
I reckon it is.
I think this
relevant
is
to
what we
compare
talked
to
about.
CS:GO.
is how the CS:GO does have this way of these younger teams, less experienced teams, to build their experience up, get better as teams in an enjoyable way, not getting stomped, not stomping people. So I think we need some sort of way of getting everyone in the UK who's in a team, go on UK Dota or whatever.
To come
And
to LAN.
Well, not just to come to LAN,
Not
play
just
online
to
in
play
a tournament.
Yeah, play online.
And I just don't think
as a
anyone's
stepping stone, just
anyone's
to play online cups, because if you play online cups, you'll eventually want to come to LAN and meet the people that you play those online cups with.
Yeah,
right?
I yeah.
The saddest thing is that I've talked to players who are better in the UK scene, so no mention, no names, but the 5K players plus,
then.
right? They'd never heard of any of these players, and if they would have known of the Blink UK League, right, they would have either tried to play or tried to smurf in the league and win the money, right? Because it would be easy for them, right?
So yeah, I've been talking to.
I think the general issue is just that everyone at the top of UK Dota wants to be exclusive, and really we need to stop being
not a big enough
inclusive.
scene
Is
to
that
be
really an
exclusive.
issue?
There's not a big enough scene to be exclusive. That's the saddest thing.
Who thinks?
You've got to build up from the ground up.
Let's be honest. Who really wants to be exclusive? Name one person.
I don't think it's about people wanting to be exclusive.
I think it's the illusion.
I think it's the
Okay.
way people act, right?
So-
makes
so-
them seem exclusive.
So what you're talking about?
I'm
here
sure if I asked anyone face to face, do you care about everyone at the lower scenes doing stuff, right?
Exactly.
I'm sure they'd all say, yeah, sure.
So what you're
but
saying-
it doesn't mean that
So
they
you've
care,
you've
right?
just said
There's-
that people,
yeah.
the people at the upper scene are going to care. They're not. We have
Only a few selected people are
UK
gonna care.
Dota has, as a large, excluding those few select people, has never cared. We
No,
want.
no,
but-
that's
I mean,
that's-
personally,
people haven't. But
Have
you've got to try. I mean, they will die out eventually.
yeah. We
That's how
want
it works.
everyone to come to LAN because LAN is fun. LAN has always been fun.
But
Yeah.
there's lots of people that don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
I came to my first LAN, this last Epic, and it was really fun. But I'd never really. The only reason I've done that is because I want to get better at casting, do some casting thing. There's a lot of players that want to get better at Dota, but they're just too busy. They've never had the opportunity or the drive to go to a LAN to enjoy it.
Look, I'm not saying this is like a call to arms to everyone who's in the
Yeah.
upper echelons of
call
UK
to
Dota.
arms.
Bring the town back.
Yeah. Anyone
Ding,
who
ding,
gets that
ding,
meme
ding,
should be
ding.
laughing. But I'm not saying this is like a call to arms to anyone in the upper echelons of UK Dota to do stuff for lower players, right? I'm just saying that's how it feels to everyone else. It feels like they're being excluded, and that's because to a certain extent they are being excluded because effectively it's like everyone in UK Dota media is old boys, right? You look at like UK Dota.net, it's all been run by old boys, and
Everyone laughs about it and stuff, but there is an elite club, right? We all sit in TeamSpeak. It's the
There
same
has-
15 people that
yeah.
play ESL every Sunday in Europe.
There has been.
It's just how it's been.
It's
It
how
needs to stop being like
It's been
that.
that for a year and more. Like that is part of how it is. We need to encourage. I mean, we need to encourage people who are outside the community to be involved.
Look. I think we're just ranting at this point, right? I think the wrap-up point from this is just that Dread Knight's making a league. You should come playing my league. You
No,
should.
I mean, the
come
most important point, regardless of Dread Knight's League, you shouldn't play Dread Knight's League because I love it and I love Dread Knight and I've loved men since the day I was born.
Yeah. Look, boys.
But don't be
Stuff
scared.
is coming. That's all I've got to say.
Stuff is coming. So if
Stuff
you
is
played in the
coming.
Blink Dota League, no matter what- at what point-
DOTA2.net.
Shut up, Kenwood.
So if you played in the Blink Dota League, and or either that or you watched and you were interested, you should definitely look at UKDota.net. Stuff's coming about. There's going to be more tournaments available for you.
There's going to be Blink Dota
I believe that's
2.0
what I said.
as well.
Yeah.
There's gonna-
No, I
there's gonna
agree.
be a Blink Dota 2
What we're trying to do is and anyone who's interested in this, by the way, you should contact me. I'm very publicly available on the Reddit, and my Skype's probably out there somewhere. My Steam's out there somewhere. I'm the only brown UK Dota 2 player in the entire scene. If you don't
Look for the brown man.
Look for the brown man. Brown man. Contact me if you want to get involved. I'm trying to run stuff for everyone. I want this to be fun again. When we had 12, 13 teams coming to LAN, it was the best the scene's ever been. ESL, epicLAN was probably one of the best LANs I have. Okay, it was the best LAN that we've ever had, right? And it was so much fun because you know what? Everyone sat in a fucking hall together and we all played Dota 2 and we got hammered. That's why it was so good, right? And just because there were a couple of teams that were head and shoulders above the rest, just because we had a TI attender there, right? It didn't matter because people were getting close games and it was a lot of fun. And everyone, like, ended up being closer because of it, right? And if we can try and resurrect that community again, I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
Just a quick reminder, XY, you know, the TI player, stay in the trees shit. He came to this LAN. He came to this LAN.
Yeah,
Like,
XY. He is a big deal.
People,
Bisa came to this LAN, by the way.
people lock in.
Rhyme came to this LAN. Bisa came to
Mr. Robert Pratt.
We don't talk about him.
Yeah, neither do I. People lock in on the fact that this LAN is exclusive in some way. It is not.
It's definitely not. Definitely not.
This LAN is for the people. It has always been for
the people.
Shut up. It's always been for people.
I can't win. No.
It's always been for people who want to have a good time. Like, you don't have to win. Anyone who thinks that they can win every LAN from the very start is delusional. I played lots of LANs. I lost all of them because I was.
You are quite crap.
You are dog.
I was dog.
You are dog.
Exactly. That's the point. Everyone needs to accept that. Come anyway. Come and have a good time.
Look, we can't just tell them, right? We've got to do something, right? I want to... Look, are we running out of time? What's time limits like?
We don't have any time.
There is
no
technically
time
no time limit.
There is technically no time limit, right?
We could rant for about hours.
I would really like to wrap the discussion up, right? Because we're just ranting here. I would like to wrap the discussion up with, look...
We've just hit the highest number of viewers.
I want the UK Dota scene to be bigger. I want to make stuff for everybody. I'm talking to Imperium Flax. I'm talking to Shayna Mad. I'm talking to everyone who's trying to do stuff in the scene. I want other people to come and talk to me and tell me what they want. We are not reviving In-House League until Meep stops being such a cancerous little shitbag.
Hey!
But yeah, look, I want to revive the scene. I want to do all this, right? If you want stuff to happen, get involved with the new wave of stuff that's going to happen. Get involved with these new tournaments. Get involved with all the stuff. And there should hopefully be people listening at the other side to tell us what's wrong, okay? But we want to up LAN attendance, right? So we can kick the shit out of CSGO, because let's be real, they're all fucking retards.
They are bad. Most definitely bad.
That's one.
Yeah.
What?
They're all fucking retards, right?
What's wrong with CSGO?
UK Dota 2 scene is way better, but we just don't turn up to LAN for some reason. And
well, apparently it's sold out too early for you guys.
Fuck off, mate. Look, boys.
That's the excuse we're using.
If anyone wants to help me, get in contact with me. If you're a new team and all this new league stuff sounds interesting to you, check the UK Dota Reddit, check ukdota.net, and all the information should be there within the next month or two.
Can I just say something? I know Imperium Flax had the England thing, which got postponed. I don't want to sound like I'm being a sports or I'm shitting on whatever he does, but those people that were looking to attend that, they need to come to epicLAN. It's exactly what you're looking for on a regular basis. The structure's already there. Just come. It's exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah, because we're way friendlier than Imperium Flax. He's a really nice guy, by the way.
No.
We're just more fun as drunk.
This is the event
as a scene
that I supported Dota 2 in the UK since the very beginning.
I was at the first
very
Dota 2 event, and I came
You were.
second. I got
Right.
stomped by French cunts.
Don't come if you're
People who have ever done...
Don't come if you're a French cunt. Dread Knight will have your head. I am triggered.
I would like to disassociate myself from this comment, but at the end of the day, this is the LAN that has supported Dota 2 since the very, very start. And anyone who disassociates from it is a fool. Don't attach yourself, no offense to Ted or to Owen.
I know, he's fucking hammered. You're absolutely hammered.
So dumb
you are.
He is hammered. He's completely a mess.
I'm being called hammered.
Which is all the more reason to come here. You will get hammered. You will
And
get
you'll
absolutely...
be a mess.
Yeah, reminder, I have
You'll be
just
as
spent the
much of a mess as
last
Jacob.
8 or 9 hours drinking, and so have most of UK Dota, and we played poker. Mate, we even got fucking cinema together, boys.
Cinema.
We are big in the game, friends. We do everything. Come have
Oh,
fun,
We
boys.
ride
such
together, we die
such
together.
brotherly love.
I've slept in the same bed as Mute.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
really?
Kappa
Yeah.
Pride.
Okay.
We're good
Come
friends.
on,
Come be
fuckers,
part of
it's
this
pretty
community
great.
because we're awesome.
Thanks, guys.
In all seriousness, definitely come to LAN together. That's the only thing I ask. Blink Dota, anybody who attended that LAN, because it was in London, Pubstorm, right? Yeah. Anybody that came there, come here. No difference, apart from you sleep over. Kinda.
Do we sleep over?
Yeah.
A
Right,
little
are we
bit
done
of
with this
sleeping.
now? 'Cause
We
this
are-
is,
we
this
are
has gone
done.
very far
We
into
are
the
done.
trench.
I really want a beer. Can we leave now, please?
You can leave, mate.
You could have left about an
Could've
hour
fucked
ago.
off. You haven't committed nothing to this conversation. The
Kill
entire
yourselves.
time. I swear down, Kenwin.
Is it time for your round yet, Jacob?
I bought you a beer earlier. Kill yourself.
That's it, Hayden. We can wrap
What's up?
up now, mate. Or Liz. Thank you,
we done?
Liz. We are done.
Be quiet, Condrel said. I don't know why.
Oh, Hayden, there you are. Hey, mate. There you are. No, Liz is behind there. He's just wrapping up.
Are we
for us.
wrapping up then, boys?
The production's there somewhere.
viewers did you get to? Because that's all that matters.
We got up to 27.
That's really abysmal.
It is really
27 for
abysmal.
UK Dota.
I don't know how much we had for CS:GO earlier. So
Definitely
Pro-
lower.
probably, yeah.
Probably about
lower.
10.
10.
10.
Are we off then, Josh?
I believe we're off.
All right, boys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having us, even though we're idiots.